Let's get this party started. And I'm super excited today. And maybe you see I got a little suntan. The Miami sun was pretty hot today in the afternoon. And it's pretty hard to unsee, but I'm ready. I'm super excited. And I don't know, Enrique, did anybody see so far the presentation, the new one?
So I had they've kind of seen clips and I've kind of told most of them about it, but all of my tab team members saw the whole clips and saw some stuff. So they're super excited, but haven't launched it to everybody, but I'm launching it tonight on the call that we have. So
Ah, nice. That's cool. Awesome. So stay tuned for that one because we created together a presentation where you have like a short overview about the products, about the business, and what is the most important thing, real people as testimonials from your team. And this helps you a lot to build trust when you send it to someone. And in today's call, because this is the last call what we have together, because we are now working for a month together, I want to help you to use this presentation very effectively and how to get people to actually watch it. And there are a few steps before, and I don't know if Rene is already here. Maybe he's coming later because he used already the DM service and we have already some conversations what we can go through. But let's wait until he's here. And the thing is, I made one major mistake when I look back when I was working with those presentations in my business. And the mistake was when I was talking to people and I asked them basically in a voice message what we discussed in the previous call, hey, are you open to check it out? So basically with the compliments, like I think that would be a good fit, stuff like that. And then I opened to check it out. And they said yes. And I sent the presentation directly into the chat. And I did this couple of times. I would say at least 40 times. And then I couldn't get people on calls. And this is very important to understand. Even if the presentation is good, but I sent it directly in the chat. And the mistake was that I sent it in the chat and I didn't schedule a phone call before. Because I give you this. If you talk with someone and they say, yes, I'm interested, and you send it to them and you put it in the chat, you never know when they really watch it. This is the thing what you don't know. So your option is to reach out to them on the next day and then you annoy them basically. And you say, hey, have you seen the video already? And they're like, no, no, no. And I watch it maybe the next days. And then you ask him again, hey, have you seen the video? And then he's like, no, why is this guy bothering me? Because the important part is you need a step in between. I did this, and that was during the pandemic. I hammered the phone. I sent messages. Hey, do you want to watch the video? And I sent the video. I did this like, as I mentioned before, 40 times, but I had no results. And then I talked with someone who had approximately a 5 times bigger business what I had. And I said, look, this is the problem what I have. I sent the video, it's on scene, they opened it, but they never get back to me. I message them, they block me, they flake on me. What is the problem? And he said, the problem is that you never know when they watch it. And I was like, yeah, but what can I do? And he said, you need to have one step in between and you need to make a short phone call. And I was like, yeah, but what should I say on the phone call? Because they say it already, they're open to check it out. Your responsibility is just to get to him, to get to know him a little bit better, that you build more trust in the phone call. And he said, if it is 8 minutes, it's totally fine. It doesn't have to be like 30 minutes, just 8 minutes, 5 minutes. And I said, okay, because in the phone call, I can ask him, why are you open for something new? Why do you want to change? Why are you open for a new opportunity? It's like, what is the situation? What do you want to change, right? And people are talking. And then you can bring one thing at the end. You can say, look, I truly believe that the business what I'm thinking is amazing for you. And if you would do this, you could get this, this. It's important that you mention all his points, what he wants to change. For example, he says, I don't like my boss. If you do this business, you can be your own boss. I don't like waking up at 6. If you build this business for the next 1 or 2 years, you can wake up when your body wants, not when you want. I don't like that my wife has to work. If you build this business, your wife can stop working because you make enough money to help her out, right? You need to give people what they want. And then you say at the end, one sentence, and you say, as we know from Eric Worre, if I would send it to you, I have a short video that explains everything in 10 minutes, would you watch it? People say yes all the time because they know what's in it for them. What he sees is not Herbalife, is not the opportunity. What he has in his mind is, with this opportunity, my wife doesn't have to work anymore. I need to watch it at least a little bit. And this is important. And then you send it, and then you say, look, if I send it to you right away after the call, when do you think I have time to watch it? And your goal is to set the next appointment. And I can guarantee you, if you don't question like all the things, what we discussed right now, if you just do it the same way, because Enrique knows as well, because like that's all the thing what Eric Worre is teaching, and this shit really works. That's completely crazy. If you don't question it, if you just like keep doing it with the same phrases what he's using, that's like magic, right? And then you say, look, I send it to you right now. When do you have time to watch it? Tomorrow? Okay. So in the evening? Okay, perfect. So if we would schedule another call, so until like at 7, you have seen it for sure, right? Okay, perfect. Let's do tomorrow a Zoom call at 7 because, right, remember you're on the phone. Let's do tomorrow a Zoom call because then I can take you behind the scenes. I show you the online shop, what you get. You can send products in 120 countries, and it's easier for you to understand. And I'll send you the Zoom link tomorrow, watch the video and write down the questions, what you have. What is important for you to know, because it's a short presentation and I'm sure we'll have questions. Write every single question, what you have, and then we can go through it tomorrow. Perfect. Great. And then the thing is, you need to hang up the phone, because if you keep talking, the problem is that then he says, yeah, but tell me right now in the call, tell me what is it about? And then if you start explaining and maybe you explain the wrong things, then they're like, okay, no, there's nothing for me. No, you don't send it to me. And then he's gone. But if you say, when you have time to watch it, tomorrow 7, great, let's do tomorrow 7 a Zoom call. I help you. Let's do it on Zoom. I take you behind the scenes. Here is the video. Bye. And then you make an appointment, next calendar, 7 p.m., call with Max, put his Instagram account in your reminder in your calendar that you can message him the day after, like 30 minutes before. It's like, hey, John, are you ready in 30 minutes to jump on a call? And you remind them, because people are busy. You need to like, that's the same if you schedule a date with a woman, like if you schedule it like 2 days in advance, then you also need to double check if they're still fine, like you don't know. And same here. And then in the call, you just ask him the question. You just ask him one simple question: what do you like best? And then you just talk about the things what are positive for him. And then you ask him basically at the end, how do you want to get started? These are the options. And first, you mention to him and you remind him again how his life would look like when he builds this thing with you. Because people don't buy Herbalife, they buy, as I mentioned before, the outcome, they buy the result. And you need to draw his dream life. If he can imagine, then he's gonna join. And for some people, they say, yeah, I'm not sure, I need to think about it. And I don't know if this is really for me. Then I would just ask him, look, the thing is, I cannot really help you if I cannot really help you if you're insecure, or if you have like, if you're not sure, right? But what is the one thing what is really holding you back? Just tell me. Because if you keep it for yourself and you just jump off the call, then I can never help you. It's like, what is the one thing what's holding you back? And then he says, it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, maybe a friend of me tried it already, or this happens, or this happens, or that. And then you see, you can take it from there. But what I would do, if some people, it's hard, you cannot close everybody, right? But what I always did and what worked extremely well, if I don't get people to join the business directly in the Zoom call, I set the appointment for a 3-way call with someone who has similarities with the guy, or with someone who has already the success what he wants to have. And I switch it. For example, if he says, I need to think about it and I'm not sure if it really works, Then I can say, yeah, what's holding you back? I say, yeah, I'm not sure if you really make money. And you know, the thing is, if you're in the beginning and you not make that amount of money, what impresses him, then it's hard because he says, yeah, but you don't make any money either, right? Because and then you're, yeah, but just got started. But would it help you if you would talk with someone who has already the experience, who built this thing already 15 years, and who is amazing at helping people get started the right way, that you make money in the first 2 weeks? Because I'm working with Enrique and he did this and this and this and this, and he's a celebrity. He's like going on stages all around the world. This guy is a genius and he's a master. It helps at helping people make money directly in the beginning. Because you have to always point, the thing is, you become so good at this if you do this multiple times. Because what is the most common fear what people have? It is that I don't make money. Because if I have the confidence that I'm gonna make a lot of money in the business, of course I'm gonna join. I cannot even wait to get started because I have the confidence to get it. So what is our mission when we want to recruit someone is give them the confidence that they can make it, right? So, and if you say to him, there is a guy who's really good at helping people to make money directly in the beginning, and he's Enrique, and he's super busy, but I think I can get him tomorrow for like a 15 minutes conversation. If he would be available tomorrow for a quick chat, what time would work for you? Don't say to him, I invite you on a 3-way call, because that sounds super salesy. Say just, I need to, because people buy from people. I need to introduce you to this guy because he's amazing. And if you do it right, he cannot wait until he's on a call with you. The next call with Enrique. So what you can do, for example, on the next day, you can say, to make sure if you have a little bit insecurity, if he's really coming to the call, then you can say, look, I talked with Enrique before. He's super pumped up to meet you. I told him like all the things that you want to do, and he was like, oh my God, this is just what a great guy. And then I think you guys become friends immediately. And this is how you basically help him not to cancel like 30 minutes before. Because then he says, okay, yeah, he's already so excited. It's like, I mean, I can at least talk to him 20 minutes. I mean, I didn't lose anything, right? And then you just like draw the bigger picture. And if you can't close him alone, then you just take a third person. Because it's so hard. I tried it as well once. If you are in a call with someone and you have two people talking on you basically and arguing why it's interesting, and it's so hard to resist because you have basically two energy forces against you, and that's the reason why this is so powerful. So this is what I always did, and it worked out amazing because I said, look, I cannot get him in the business. I need to take someone else. And I think Renee was there before. Yes, Renee, here you are. You tried already. I put you in the spotlight right now, okay? You tried already the DM service. And can you say a little bit like how many messages did you send out and how many replies did you get, like approximately?
Yeah, so like had your send the messages like about 200. I also sent some messages as well, and then had like maybe 20 people like replied, and then I invited them to the I did a voice text about the business, had like like a couple of no's, and then some didn't replied. And then one was like, well, I make so much money and I know that I have so much experience. I'm under contract and it seems so like, I'm more valuable doing this than what I'm offering. So that's what I got.
Do you want to go through a few conversations? For example, what you can change next time to get closer to the goal?
Sure.
If you because then I can share the screen, and because there are some things, for example, that's like it's really hard. It's not that easy that you are like, I just know that so well what questions I have to ask in order to get them there where I want to have him, right? And this takes practice. And this is really not that easy. It's like when you think back, how was your first driving license? How was your first driving lesson? You were just driving and it was not that easy, right? But you have to practice it. You had like 10, 20 hours, 30 hours, 50 hours, and then you have your driving license, right? But it was not easy. It's the same, like everything is hard until it gets easy, right? And I just want to tell you one thing. If you practice that, let's say with 5 to 10 people every day for 2 to 3 months, the thing what you learn is absolutely incredible because you become an absolute animal in having effective conversations. And I'm going to share the screen now. For example, I just picked a few of them what you sent me before, Renee. And we have here, for example, a truck driver. So the guy was messaging, starting the conversation, and then he was like, yeah, what you do for a living? Truck driving. So is that always your dream job? Not really. I would rather train people or be a musician. And then it's interesting. And then you said, oh, really cool. How come you are doing it? And then to build a house to live in, it pays good. I mean, I don't know if that makes real sense what you replied in that case, but you need to be really good when you talk with people, reading between the lines. Because look, you said basically, oh, really cool. How come you're doing it? But I would rather point on that one thing what he mentioned above. Look, not really. I would rather train people or be a musician. I would reply in that case, nice. How would you like to train people, or in which area? Because then you can see basically where does he thinks he would be good at training people, right? And you can use his answer for the invitation later in the conversation, right? So for example, and this takes practice. And the reason why most people don't reply, because maybe you didn't reply the right things, or maybe you asked a wrong question, or a little bit a tricky question, or let's say even if you answer, the thing is, even if you reply to someone with a complicated question, even then most people don't reply. That's the same if you chat with a woman and you ask her a complicated question directly in the beginning and she needs to think about your answer, then she doesn't reply. And for example, it's not easy to answer that question what you ask here, Renee. For example, the guy started the conversation, and then at the end he says, basically, thanks first for starting lifting about like 6 years ago. It looks like you're doing a great job. What do you do for a living? That's nice. I'm in the military. But you know, what I want to also say is, I'm so proud of you that you just tried it out, because this is like really cool. You say, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna message those people, and I'm gonna try to invite them to see the business. And this is really cool. Big shout out to you, Rene. You're a legend. Okay. So, and then yeah, thank you for currently serving our country. That's pretty cool. What got you join the military? So family and career opportunities. So, and then you ask, okay, what career opportunities are you looking for? The thing is, this is like, I would also need to think what I'm actually looking for, right? So, and then he thinks about something, and then maybe his wife is complaining, or I don't know, then, and he's like, he's losing the chat, and then it's very hard to answer, right? And then maybe he forget it. But for example, what I would write in that opportunity is, like, I would say, for example, family and career opportunities. But are you not, how can you combine it, the family life, with being in the military? Do you have flexible hours? I would point on that, because he has definitely not flexible hours. And then he would maybe say, yeah, that's true, it's not really flexible, right? And that would be something, for example, where you have a point what you can mention in the invitation. It's all about leading the conversation, that you have information where he wants to improve his life. And it's not easy. It's really, what I want to say, it's really hard, but you can learn everything. And it's just a little bit of practice. And for example, the one thing what you have here, um, So this is pretty interesting too. Interesting too. So hi Lauren, how are you? Oh no, how are you doing? How many years have you been running? So what you see here is she's very communicative, right? She's like, hey there, I'm doing good. How are you? I saw you are from EP2. I've been running for 5 years, blah, blah, and still telling her stories. And then she was like, yeah, I started running because my dad and my brother did. And when we were at high school, and she was like talking things and just like randomly. I mean, that would be cool because she's like very communicative, right? And the next conversation is, the next slide is this. So what you do for a living. So now it becomes, what do you see? No, you don't see the screen. So, and here is what I would say, the small mistake. Because look, you say, oh, that's inspiring. What you do for a living. This is cool. And then she says, I used to be a high school teacher, but I stay at home now with my daughter. What about you? And you ask a question, what, even when she gives you the answer, that doesn't bring you in the right direction. This is interesting. Look, because you ask the question, it's like, that's awesome. I'm an engineer. I work part-time in business. What is your daughter's name? What do you do with her daughter's name? That doesn't bring you closer where you want to be. The thing is, you just try to build relationship, but it's not really necessary to know the name of the daughter to invite her to see Herbalife, right? For example, what does every mother want? Every mother wants basic. I mean, I think, but maybe we have some mothers in the chat who say if that's true. Because look, if you're a mom and you're at home with your daughter, the thing what you don't want is leaving your kid by someone else and going back home, going back and be a teacher and not spending time with your daughter, and someone else is raising the kid, because this is what you don't want, right? So, and this is interesting. If she says, I stay at home now with my daughter, so she's basically on maternity leave. And if you would ask a different question, for example, how long do you stay at home now, or when do you go back teaching? Then she would say something different. Then she would say, yeah, maybe in 1.5 years. It's like, oh, cool, nice. Do you like it, or would you rather stay at home with your daughter? All right? Do you know what I mean? I was like, I would lead that conversation in this direction, because then you have a point where you can make an invitation. Because then when she says, yeah, I would rather stay with my daughter. And then you can, for example, wait a few days and you can say, look, Lauren, I was thinking about the conversation what we have, and you told me that you're a teacher, so you are very good at educating people. You are very good at standing in front of a crowd and being confident. And you also mentioned that you would rather love to stay with your daughter and not to work for someone else. And I think a woman like you, based on the skills which you acquired already in your life, you would be absolutely amazing in the business where I'm involved. And the best part is you could start it from your home without sacrificing the time with the kid. Being in the health and wellness space, and you love running, I think this could be absolutely amazing for you. And the best part is you can even make more money in that instead of being a teacher. Maybe that sounds a bit crazy because we just know each other since 2 days, but I open to check it out. For example, this is how I would do it in that situation. The thing is, if you have an invitation and you invite her that way, you increase her response that she says yes by 90%, because you give her what she wants. And this is interesting. You always have to give people what they want, not what you want. And even you don't need the name from her daughter to invite her to Herbalife, right? But this is it's just practice. And I can guarantee you, if you just do this for a couple of weeks and months, and if you just try it out, I can guarantee you get people when you invite them to check out the presentation. And this is the only thing what you want. The only thing what you want is that people watch that video. So if you ask yourself, how can I get more people to watch my video? You just need to talk to more people. So if you don't want to run out on the streets all the time, I would really highly recommend you to do something like this, because this is just like easy, and this is like it's very doable. So, but René, how was the process? You basically, that for other people it's easier to imagine. You messaged him. He said, "Yeah, send me the $80. Send me your password. Send me the text. Send me the people." Or how did it work for you?
Oh, so it was like he got my tag and then he said, okay, so what's your password? My username. And I gave him that, but first I paid the $80. He sent me like a link to pay for it, and then it went in, and then she got my password and username, and then he got started on that same day. And I tell him what to write and what which hashtag, like for example, El Paso Fitness or EP Fitness hashtags are runners, and then he'll go to that, and he'll go and message people as well. So like for the past like 4 days, he did about 200, messages already.
Mm-hmm. And it's very easy, and he didn't steal your profile so far?
Huh? Oh no, he hasn't.
So perfect. That's so good. It's safe. So far it's safe. Yeah. I mean, this guy has like his own employees, He has like 10 people sitting somewhere in a cave in Pakistan messaging people. And this really works. And you can definitely use it. And you can just go to the group, to the bootcamp, message him, and then you can use it to have even more people. But thank you so much, René. Do you have any questions what I can answer you so far?
No, this helps though, cause like like before I would like send like messages about like about challenges, like 21-day challenges, 3-day challenges. I get like no response, but doing this like doing this to start a conversation, I'm getting more engagement. So and then yeah, doing pretty good. And I guess like on those tough questions like I did right now was that that teacher that is a runner. So I was like trying to find out how to um get to engage more. But thanks for like showing how to to do it better next time. I
Mm-hmm.
get to those communicated responses.
Mm-hmm. Sure. But if you, for example, if you're stuck next time, just send me a screenshot on WhatsApp, and then maybe I can help you out a little bit. And try it. What I would definitely try in your situation is talk to the same guy and ask him to message people that are construction workers. Because this is a situation where you are in as well. And that's maybe for you a little bit easier to find out what they would like to change. And if you just focus on that, thank you, René. If you just focus on that you get people to see the video, that's the only thing what counts. Because you cannot force someone to join, you cannot force someone to buy. The only thing what's matter and the only thing what you can control is how many people you talk to. So if you set a goal for yourself that you say, I want to have at least 2 people a day who watch that 10-minute Herbalife video. Because this is, if you haven't seen so far, you're gonna check it out after the call with Enrique, because this is absolutely amazing. And is there anybody maybe who has some questions? So
Me, I do.
Yep.
So we had set up appointments before we had this video, and I would say a good amount of them had said, okay, let me talk to my husband. And of course, we rescheduled an appointment, but now they're, of course, not answering. So do you think if we send them this video, or I mean, how could we approach it where we re-engage them or get them on another call?
So basically you talked with a woman and she needs to talk with her husband. Or how was the situation?
Yeah. So we were messaging how you suggested, and then we got them on the phone on a three-way call, kind of like what you're saying with Enrique, like get a master trainer on the call. We did the presentation. We didn't have the video at the time. We did a presentation. They said, I like the idea. I like what the company's about. I need to talk to my husband. And then we're like, okay, let's schedule an appointment tomorrow, so you have enough time to talk to your husband. But then when the call came, of course they didn't answer.
Okay. Yeah.
So do we, yeah.
I mean, the thing, this is like always difficult, right? So because she was excited, she was pumped up, she was like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And then she goes to the husband and then she says, yo, I saw this business and we do this and we build and fitness products and creams and cosmetics and we can make money. And the husband was like, oh no, that's a scam. That doesn't work. And then she was like, yeah, but I want to do it. I want to do it. And he was like, no. Cancel the call. I mean, this is a situation what's just like, that happens like every day. What I would do in that situation is, because look, when she says, I need to talk to my husband, I would say it different. And I would say, yes, that's great. But if you try now to explain everything, what I mentioned to you in that call, it's impossible. So what I would recommend you, send him that video. I mean, in that case, you didn't have a video, but I would do it now just to send the video, because we all the time work with videos, because then he also has the information from someone who has experience in the business. And then I would say, don't try to explain it, because it's impossible for you to repeat, and it's impossible for you to have basically to get him to watch the video, right? It's like it's very hard. So I would say, just watch the video now. In your situation now, just watch the video. Make sure your husband watched the video, and then we're gonna make a call again, and then write down the questions what you have. But did you find out first what the wife wants to change? Did you know that?
Okay, so I knew that she wanted to bring in extra income to pay off some bills, but we didn't really get what she wanted to change.
If she, for example, paying bills is very on the surface, and if I really want to help her, I want to know a little bit about her. It's like, what do you want to pay, like groceries, or do you want to send skills? Do you want, because look, buying groceries is a different bill than sending a kid to a private school, right? It's like that's just, I want to see like how much it is, how important is it for her? Because this is when she says, in that case, I want to send my daughter on a private school, right? So just for example, and then I can say at the end, if she's not starting, I can bring that point that I can say, is it not that important for you that you can send your kid to the private school, that she gets the best education if she doesn't want to join, right? Then I can bring it up, because as I mentioned before, nobody buys Herbalife. They buy sending the kid to the private school, like in that example, right? And this is what is important. So what I would do in your situation now, if she didn't reply, if she didn't go on the call, I would just ask her, hey, Sandra, did you talk with your husband already? So, and if she says yes, then I'll say, what did he say? And then maybe she says, yeah, but he doesn't want to do it. He said no. And I said, yeah, but you want to pay some bills, right? Or is it not important for you anymore? And then and then if she says, then I would try to invite her together on another call again when you found out what she really wants to change. And then I think it's easier that way. Does it make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does make sense. Thank you.
Do you have some more situations, some more questions? Do you have some more questions, or is that all? Okay, I think that was all. So anything else? Maybe some other people who realize there is something difficult and I'm stuck somehow and I want to grow and advance somehow. Is there anything else? For example, let's pick Kia. Kia, what's going on in your business? Tell me. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
So I have a lot going on, actually. I've been really using a lot of the strategies that you have given us with the captions in my stories. So that's been getting me some interaction, as well as I've been getting from the post. I've been doing some different Facebook posts. So I'm engaging with people I don't know, which is very uncomfortable. But I've been able to get a new team member from New York, just from just doing the engagement like we've talked about, just seeing what their interests are, aligning it with what we're offering, and just kind of going from there. I have not yet posted my video that I did for you in a form that I want to put it on social media, but I've been doing more engagement in my stories. And so making my posts more engaging, making my stories more engaging. So I'm getting a lot of just interaction and activity. I've been really busy with just just doing appointments and helping other team members. So it's been very, very helpful.
Great. Can you explain it more in detail what you did to get a new team member based on the strategies that you learned? Like how was the process? So you made a video?
So I did a post. We had this
What was the post?
It was the post about looking for additional help. I was saying that I was working my online business and I needed additional help. I need more hands on deck. And so I've had a lot of people respond to that. And so from there, I've been just setting up, going into the DMs. I'm not responding to them on the post other than, okay, great. Or, just I've been doing acknowledgement, but I haven't been able to actually, I've been doing the interaction in the DM and setting up appointments from there, just seeing if they're interested, letting them know that my business is all around nutrition, and seeing, if that's something that they would be interested in connecting with me on. They're saying yes. So then I'm scheduling a call with them and just kind of, finding out what their backgrounds are and just seeing, what we can do to align with what they do currently and how it would align with us.
Mm-hmm. So you created a poll, right? Where people could vote.
It was actually a post. It was just a post. I did but I did it on Facebook. I did one on Instagram as well, but it didn't get as much traction in the post for the interactions, but I was able to get a lot of interaction on Facebook. So I've been going back and forth between the two.
And based on the strategy, you got one new person in the team.
With that, I've gotten three. I've gotten three new people, but one of them was a total stranger. The others just didn't know what I did. So once they knew what I did,
total stranger. Did you had a call with them, like a Zoom call,
yes.
or how did you do it?
I did a Zoom call. I scheduled a Zoom call because I wanted to actually meet them. So we talked in the Messenger, and then I scheduled a Zoom call after I got their interest. And once we did the Zoom call is where we did the sign up.
Nice. Did you do it alone or did you have some help, someone?
I had help.
Nice.
I had a teammate. I had Ronnie actually assist me.
I mean, this is so cool, right? If you bring another people on board and you just connect them both, and then you say, look, this is the person, this is the other person, speak. So and
Yes.
you're just like sitting and waiting, right? And they just
Yes.
that's
And
pretty,
then I've done
yeah.
the same thing, you know, across the board with some of my team members. They connect with someone that they don't know, and then I come in and work, do the exchange and do the, you know, do the call with them. So we've been really working our third party close protocols together as a team.
Mhm. Nice. And if you have that strategy, basically, do you have that post somewhere? What exactly did you write? Because maybe this is something what can other people copy for sure, because we see that it works, right? You got like 3 people.
Right. Actually, our team, I think almost everybody on this call, we've all been like following each other on Facebook and borrowing each other posts and using each other to piggyback on. So we say we're doing the copycat strategy. So we see some interaction, and so we're just utilizing it. We may switch it up a little bit to sound more like ourselves, but we edit it just enough so that we can make the call, you know, make the post happen so that we can get the appointments booked. And we have been busy.
What post was it on Facebook? Because I'm
It
right now, I see your profile right now. Maybe we can check
okay.
it out.
So go down,
How far?
down some more, because right there. Go back up. We're expanding. Go up right there. That
Really?
one. Yes.
Remote workers wanted. Our business is crazy. Business in several areas online, and I need some more hands-on check. I'm curious, anyone looking for a side gig? They can work just from the phone to make some extra money this year. Come work with us. Nice. So, and you reached out basically to all the comments.
Yes.
Nice.
And I've had appointments with almost everybody on that comment.
Okay, I have another idea what you can do now. Because
Okay.
we see that this kind of wording works pretty good, right? And you just posted a random picture. What if you make a video, where you say exactly the thing word per word what you wrote down here
Okay. You said make it a reel?
in a video? You say,
Okay.
you turn around the phone, you make a video and say, remote workers wanted. Our business is crazy busy in several areas online, and I need some more hands on check. I need some more hands on deck. I'm curious, is anyone looking for a sidekick? They can work just from their phone to make some extra money this year. Come work with us.
Okay.
In a video. Try it and post it tomorrow.
You want me to make another video? No, I'm kidding. Okay. I can do it.
Like that doesn't even
Do
take
it in a
10
video.
seconds, the video.
It doesn't take.
It's
Nope.
just
I
a little bit.
can recreate that. And
Yes.
so just me talking in a video, no visual of anything.
No, nothing.
Just say it. Just do it.
Yes.
And post it.
Accept and post it. And you post it
Okay.
stories on Telegram, for example. You post it on Facebook and you post it on Instagram.
All right.
Because look, the thing is, you always need to check what's working. And if this combination of words works, why shouldn't it work when you give people even more trust by recording a video?
Okay.
I would definitely try this because I'm sure. I mean, in my opinion, it makes sense, definitely.
Okay. I'll do it. Me and Marissa.
Nice. Yes, do it. But you need to do it tomorrow.
I will do it tomorrow. Promise.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So that's cool. Who else wanna come in the hot seat? Anybody else? Or should I just pick one? Marissa, you look so, you smile so beautiful. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the stage.
I've been doing the same thing. Me and Kia have been working really close. We've been talking every day. And I did the same thing on my Facebook and Instagram. I got a lot of traction. My calendar, my weeks are full, my days are full, with these appointments that we've been booking. Yeah, just every hour, I'm having calls, and it's the three-way call. So I get my person on the phone, the potential client, and then I say, hey, do you mind if I get the trainer that does the remote business? Do you mind if I get them on the call? And they say, no, it's fine. So I get them on the call, either Kia, Ronnie, anybody on my team. And same thing, they offer either we're talking about products or business. And so it's been a lot of business. And what you said tonight about I've gotten like two different, did you talk, or they need to talk to their husband about what we talked about. And so that was Isela and me. We were supposed to have a follow-up call with this girl today, and because she was going to talk to her husband, but she didn't answer the phone. So that's why we're wondering now, what do we do?
Mm-hmm.
So I've gone to coaches with this post that I've done.
Nice. Try the same thing.
Oh,
Because
I am.
yeah, make the video, because in a world full of strangers on Instagram with like, I don't know, weird signs, flowers, dogs, and cats as profile picture, there are only like, I would say not even 1% has the courage to record a video and to speak in the camera. And this is truly how to stand out. And if you make that video, then you build even more trust, because people see you, and it's so much easier for you. Even when you have now appointments, it still is better because they know how you speak, they know how you look like, they know the energy. So if you make that video, and what is also an option, if this is something, for example, that truly works, you can also try to boost that post. Because when you already got like 25 comments, people are interested, and the organic growth is that people comment by themselves because it's the way it's written, it's so good. It could also be possible if you run ads, but not with a lot of money. Just make like $10 for a week, and just try it out. And then you have, maybe you just make like you spend $70, or you use $5, and you just try, like, maybe, because if, let's say, you spend $5, you get someone commenting, I'm interested, and what you have already are the comments that are already there. So what people, one of the most common fears, what people have, is the fear of missing out, right? So if they see like remote, I can do this, 25 comments, I'm interested. I'm already looking for something, but I don't find it. I mean, it's like, if everybody's interested, that can't be that bad, right? So let's check it out as well, right? And then you have like, everybody's going in the direction, and then you get even more people commenting. I would definitely try this, and as well with a video.
Thank you.
And for example, I would upload that video word by word on Instagram, and I would put it in the story, and I would put another story picture where you let people vote. For example, I'm interested, I'm not. Because some people, it takes more effort and it takes more time to type the words, I'm interested, instead of typing one time on the screen, I'm interested. And this is also what I'm doing all the time when I create polls. For example, this is what I did. How much do you know about my coaching offer? And I let people vote. It's like, how long is it? 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 months. And then it's kind of a game, And for some people, because I heard that before as well, it is difficult to or it feels a little bit awkward to start the conversation with a stranger somehow. Does anybody have this situation, like you message people and then you're like, oh, they don't know me, and if it's a similar situation, drop a one in the chat if it's like a little bit awkward just to talk with a stranger. The thing is, what you use right now is social media. People really love this when you ask them something. Because when we go back to the chats of Rene, for example, the first message, everybody was, hey, thank you, hey, nice, thank you. And they replied because it was like a genuine compliment. If I get a compliment, of course I'm gonna reply because it's nice, right? It's like it's the same if you go on the street and someone says, your hair look gorgeous, then you also say, oh, thank you. And then you just feel better, right? And this is like the same like here. If you just open it with a compliment, it's very difficult for people not to react positive. So if you start the conversation, it doesn't matter if it's on social media, if it's in real life, with a compliment, 1 line, 2 lines, people reply all the time because usually they don't get compliments. And if you're that one person that stands out and give them an honest compliment, even the part is so easy when you, that's the reason, this is basically the reason why the invitation works so good with the principle, what we discussed in the previous calls, that saying them in an honest compliment, why the person would be a great fit. If you really understand the power of that, you become unstoppable because you invite people and they say yes all the time because they feel so honored, they feel so appreciated, and they love you. Even if they don't start in your business, they love you. Some people, they just save the voice message and say, oh my God, I listen to it every morning. That's crazy, right? Because like, let's go back to that example with the teacher, what we saw in Renee's chat before, who was like running. If I say to her, you are absolutely amazing because you run super fast, you have discipline, you have knowledge about nutrition, I'm sure you are a role model for so many women because you are in shape, you are disciplined, you are hardworking, you're a powerful mom. Even it doesn't matter what I say at the end. She loves that part. And she's like, oh my God, I never heard that of anybody before, right? Because the honest appreciation, is that what we want? If you use that to build that business, you will be surprised on how many people you really watch, you really get to watch the video. Because they feel so honored, they feel so appreciated that people really love it. And try that you send the video as often as possible in the next 90 days. I can guarantee you your business will blow up completely. Because we structured the video. Watch it. You need to watch this video when Enrique is introducing it in his next call afterwards. It's like 10 minutes. You need to watch it, headphones, like what he's talking, how he is explaining, and this is super cool. And we have so many testimonials, and we structured the video that first he's introducing his story. Second part is where people explain how they felt before using the products, before starting the business. Then there is another explanation of the business. Then there is an explanation of the products. And then we have the testimonials, the part where people say, I feel this, I lost so many weight, I did this and this and this. That's the first part. The second part is when we speak about the business opportunity and we have hard facts. People who say, last month I did $6,000. I started, for example, Bernadette said, I think she said like, I started for 2,000 and now it's like 14 or 15,000. Like, that's incredible. That's like, if you send this to someone, they're like, holy shit, these are like normal people, tangible people, what I can reach out to, right? And this is so cool. And then at the end, it's like, because the compensation plan is also a little bit explained, and then it says, if you're not sure, if you have more questions, don't worry, you don't get the compensation plan in the beginning. It takes a couple of months to really understand it. But if you decide to get started, you already need a couple months to make sure that you understand everything. But the good thing is that you even get paid if you don't understand it. Because look, that's like really cool, right? Because how many people really understand every single detail of the compensation plan? Not everybody. The good thing is you don't need to understand it because you get paid anyways, right? Because of all the system in the back office. And then at the end he says, reach out to the people to the person that sent you the video. So, and this is absolutely incredible. And it's short, it's powerful, real life testimonials, and we see what can people truly accomplish if they work this business. And this is really based on how to recruit people. And this is really cool. And I'm super excited. And we can definitely keep that group open, what we have, the recruiting bootcamp. So if you have any questions because right now the 1 month is over, but we did like all the strategy sessions and like all the recruiting. And I know it's difficult. It's really hard to learn a new skill basically in like 1 month. That takes usually longer to apply for everything, to have the system, to become one with the recruiting process. And that's not that easy. And that's the reason why we leave the group open. So you can just have, if you have questions, ask them. If you need some story help as well, then you can just reach out. And what I also want to offer, if someone has the situation that someone says, I really want to work one-to-one, that is also an option, because I have also one-to-one coaching as well available for you as an information. Just reach out to me, send me a message, because then we can do the things what we do here in basically in a group with 20 people, where it's very hard to niche down at every single person, like and help them to go to the next level. For this are the one-to-one calls perfect, because then you really can go in depth and see what is the difficulty, what is the problem. And this is what I can offer you, that we can also do one-on-one calls. If someone is interested, just message me and then we can do this, because then we can really go through every single steps, like where you stand right now in the business, content ideas, like specifically to your target group, because the story part, as we did, like everybody of you an amazing job, is like, that's just the first brick of that gigantic wall what you create, right? And you need to like come up with ongoing ideas. This is what I did with someone from another network marketing company. We made a quick call, we had a structure for a video, we upload the video tomorrow, and he spoke about the right things, and he got even 2 distributors in the next day by commenting. He wants to just like information about the thing what he mentioned in the video. So if someone is interested in one-to-one calls and say, this is the thing what I want to do just to bring my business to the top, to quit my full-time job and to work and to have my dream life, what I truly want to have, then just message me and then we can also discuss it. And yeah, so if you have questions, I really enjoyed the time with you guys. It was absolutely amazing. It was super cool. And let's stay connected. Shoot me a message on Instagram or message me or post a picture today, tag me, and then let's do this. And if you have questions, also use the group. And thank you for tuning in. And I really enjoyed the time with you guys, and see you somewhere around in the next episode. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.